A very good evening and welcome to Sponsors of Brave, the Next Generation. I'm Derek Watts.
And I'm Nicole Kappa, and the nominees must be dying with excitement and nerves right now. But all will be revealed in just a few minutes. Derek?
Absolutely, Nicole. And yeah, it's been an amazing and uplifting partnership between Adcock Ingram, OTC, and News 24, recognizing and rewarding the future pharmacists and healthcare professionals of our country. And look, what do we have to tell you about this year? It's been a global catastrophe. And here at home, we all know somebody who has lost loved ones, who are still grieving, who've been affected themselves, who are recovering, and who are battling for their lives right now. Well over 23,000 of our people have passed away. So we just know how serious this is. But amidst this most unbelievable tragedy of this year, there have been some projects, some initiatives, some joining of hands to provide help for those most in need. And I've got to say, as an ambassador for Sponsors of Brave, it really has been, and I mean this, one of the highlights of my year. And so I'm getting a bit tearful about it, but it really has been just a wonderful project where everything has come together at the right time. And our pharmacists and healthcare workers have not shirked their duties, and we met such inspiring finalists in the first season of Sponsors of Brave. But now, also at the epicenter of this battle against the virus are the students and the young graduates. You not only have to sort of complete their courses under such testing and dangerous conditions, but also play an active part in combating COVID-19 on the front lines. Now, Nicole, you know what it was like for you, and you can imagine what it's been like for our finalists.
I've studied pharmacy for 4 years. I was an intern for a year, did a year of community service, and that's a grueling process for anybody. I cannot imagine what that must have been like during the midst of a global pandemic. I think that it changes the dynamic completely and puts people under immense pressure and really tests their commitment to their chosen profession and career. And some of the nominees who are on the line, waiting to find out the results, they were actually called to the front lines to be part of the solution, and we salute them.
So wonderful finalists, which we're coming to soon. Once again, the response to the Sponsors of Brave, the Next Generation, has been massive. And from the thousands of worthy submissions, we're left with 10 young men and women who've been able to improve their knowledge and skills, spending time with top specialists in their field. And this evening, we're about to find out if they've won one of two life-changing 25,000 Rand scholarships. And as you know, Nicole, the mentors of those two winners are in the running to win an all-expenses-paid trip, an overseas medical conference of their choice.
Yes.
When the opportunity arises to fly, and there are conferences. But also they get the opportunity of paying it forward, because they also get, I'm talking about the mentors now, also get 25,000 Rand to donate to the registered NGO charity of their choice. But right now, it's over to Nicole.
Well, all of the entries are in, and this is the moment that everybody's been waiting for. I just want to say, first and foremost, none of this would be possible without Adcock Ingram OTC and News 24, a phenomenal partnership that has brought this vision to life and is actually changing a lot of people's lives in the healthcare setting, not just as students, but as you can see, as mentors as well. So I would like to cross straight to Jerusha Rath, who is the head of brand studio at 24.com. Jerusha, are you with us?
I am with you. Thank you so much, Nicole and Derek, for that incredible introduction to a project that means so much to us. Derek, just seeing you become overwhelmed with emotion over the incredible nominee that we've had is just extraordinary. And Nicole, hearing you speak firsthand about your experience in the industry just makes me think of how difficult and rewarding a time it must have been for our 10 nominees this season. News 24 is so proud to have partnered with Adcock Ingram OTC for a second time now. And we know that we face a dual challenge in the country at the moment. We have this huge healthcare crisis, but then we know for an entire year, our students also struggled as studies were either postponed or switched to remote learning. And yet what we have are 10 extraordinary students rising above their circumstances to give back to their communities. Over and above that, we also had mentors who were willing to not just give of their time, but of their emotional energy to help these incredible aspiring healthcare professionals. And we're so grateful to give the mentors an opportunity to travel and learn themselves when they have a chance, but also to give back to their charities. Through this whole process, what we've been struck by from News 24 perspective is that South Africa is full of selfless people who are willing to put themselves second and to put their communities and the lives of others first. And so we're extraordinarily proud to have been a part of this. Before I hand back to you, Nicole, I would like to introduce a quick video that's going to give us an overview of this beautiful campaign and let us just highlight and celebrate those 10 nominees and their 10 mentors one more time.
Well, what a phenomenal group of human beings. I think this is exactly the type of people we need to look to as the next generation steps out into a very brave new world, certainly after 2020. I'm very proud to be here as the Adcock Ingram OTC spokesperson for Sponsors of Brave, and would just like to spend a minute focusing on exactly what this company has achieved in one of the darkest years in healthcare in South Africa. And certainly for me, as a student pharmacist, I always had this wide-eyed wonder looking at a company like Adcock Ingram OTC, and to watch them over the years grow themselves and their presence with such integrity was one thing. And yes, quality medication is one thing. But to see a company that adds value to people's lives is another thing completely. And this year, in just a year, we kicked off with the first season of Sponsors of Brave. We went from that to, I had a show on ENCA called Brave Matters, which looked at incredibly brave humans in a very dark year, and especially looking at experts in healthcare. And now we're sitting on the next generation Sponsors of Brave. But there's also an upcoming show on CakeNet called Dadelik Dapper, which is going to focus on bravery. And other than that, there's been incredible initiatives in the GBV arena, in cancer, and just to watch a company group together, and it's created such unity amongst them and in the healthcare profession with the Hopetober bus. I don't know if anybody saw that. It was a big part of my life for
and wonderful
wow.
Jerusalem dancing
Thank
from somebody on my left. I don't think I was quite that good.
Well, it certainly got everybody dancing. And one of the toughest months this year in October became Hopetober. So very, very proud to be associated with Adcock Ingram OTC on this project specifically. But, it's not just as a pharmacist, it is also as a mother. I am the mom of two. And to see a program like this that focuses on the next generation is so inspiring, because we want something that's holding up a flag to lead the next generation towards something meaningful, that they pour their effort and energy and time into giving back and giving purpose and meaning into their lives and lives of those around them. So hats off to them. This is the moment that you've been waiting for. One of the awards that we need to announce tonight will be the Reader's Choice Award. But to explain and announce this award, I'd like to invite back somebody you're already familiar with, Jerusha. We would like you to make this very special announcement.
Gosh, thank you so much, Nicole. I have butterflies in my stomach, so I can't imagine how our nominees and their mentors feel. What an extraordinary achievement. All 10 of our incredible nominees were so deserving. And the fact this campaign garnered over 10,000 votes, over 10,000 votes were cast for our nominees, is just extraordinary. It was tough competition, but I am very, very pleased to announce that the winner of Sponsors of Brave Season 2, the Reader's Choice winner it's Tebogo Monogo, who was supported by her mentor, Stephen Stein.
Wow!
Congratulations, Tebogo. Back to you, Nicole.
Well, Tebogo, we see your beautiful face and we hear you. So we would like to know from you.
Hi, Tebogo.
How are you feeling?
I'm excited. It's been a tough competition.
Congratulations. This is such a prestigious honor, and we both feel that you are a very deserving winner of this award.
Thank you so much.
Tebogo, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you come from this village in Limpopo. You're going to tell me what the name is, but tell me a bit about you growing up and how you decided to go the route of a BSc and then specialize in pharmacy. A little bit of a picture here.
Okay, my village that I come from is Ramadising. It's in Beyersford. Growing up in this place, it's been both a blessing and a curse at the same time, because we limited to having resources. But for me, going into health science was a pursuit into knowing more about the personality and people. And then once I got to know, hello, Dr. Stephen Stein.
There's the good doctor.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. And once I got to know more about the personality of people, I wanted to get to know the medication of it and how I can help not only the people outside, but come back and give back to my community.
And you think you will get back, or do you go back?
I will get back, and I'm still going back and forth into the provinces.
Well, Tebogo, I hear that you've got a very special interest in psychopharmacology and neuroscience. What brought you along that path to being fascinated about that?
I guess you never really know what the brain is made of, because the people are different. So once I got to know that people are different, I really wanted to get to know into the brain and how it's connected, the behavior, and how it influences how people behave and the way they act on everything.
Well, Tebogo, congratulations, and we can't wait to see your career unfold and how it progresses. We'd like to speak a little bit with Dr. Stephen Stein. Are you with us?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Stephen, good to see you. Congratulations as the mentor of Tebogo. And you made some very positive comments about her in the little video that was shown, I think, on many platforms. But just give us more of an insight into Tebogo.
So apparently Tebogo was in my class as a pre-grad student, obviously. Okay. But I really got to meet her in person with this whole program. And I'm sticking with my answers that I gave in the video. The first impressions were just wow. She really is open-minded, and I really do see her walking a lot, or taking pharmacy and neuroscience and even a psychology to places that may not get to under normal circumstances experience that.
Not easy to plan at this moment, but what sort of conference would you like to go to when the time arrives?
Well, my interest would be in neuroscience, but I think considering everything of COVID and all the implications, if there's a conference that really delves into the interaction between this whole viral infection and the depression and all the mental illnesses that we see, that would be amazing.
And lastly, from my side, Stefan, you also get to give or donate 25,000 Rand to a charity of your choice. Have you given it any thought?
I've listed one on the website under our profile. But yeah, my research is also based around juvenile or pediatric mental illnesses. So I think an NGO that serves the children or the next generation, even beyond this whole program, that would be worthy of a 25 grand donation, definitely.
Well, Doctor, I think that this is a formalization of what you do probably instinctively and deliberately on a daily basis, mentoring students and people that you're around in your environment on a daily basis. Did this feel like extra work? Is this just part and parcel of what you do?
No, this actually felt like a massive relief. With this whole online teaching method, I do believe that a lot of the mentorship gets lost just purely because you need to kind of stick with the textbook knowledge, and there's no platform or real interaction to teach them the smaller and the stuff and the skill that's not contained in the textbook. So just spending some time with Tebogo and I hope teaching us something beyond pharmacy and pharmacology was a great relief. But yeah, my whole teaching philosophy is based around the bigger picture and not just the textbook.
Congratulations, Stefan, and of course, congratulations to Tebogo winning this wonderful award from the readers.
Thank you so much, guys. Congrats to Tebogo.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
Well done, Tebogo. Well done, Dr. Stefan Steyn. I think the one thing that both of them share is an absolute passion for what they do. And I'm very, very pleased that they are the deserving recipients of that award. But it is time for our big award. The second award, as equally important as the first, is the Judge's Choice Award. And that certainly was a difficult decision, Derek.
Very, very difficult. I found that there were, in fact, all 10 of them would have been worthy winners. But it came down to just that edge that gave our winner the big prize. And you're going to reveal it? Well, Palesa is.
Well, to reveal this award is none other than vivacious, dynamic TV personality and presenter, Palesa Tembe herself is here on the line. Palesa, are you with us?
Yes, I am. How are you? Thank you so much for having me. What an honor it has been, not only to be a part of this journey, but what Adcock Ingram OTC has been doing with the sponsors of Brave Movement from season 1 all the way to season 2. It's just something I have to take my hat off and say, yes, ngiyabonga, njengomntana wasemzansi, to say thank you so much.
That's the way I would have put it.
Yes. His words.
Absolutely, because it's been such an honor, but the time has come. I mean, from season 1, when we saw the people that are in the healthcare profession making a real difference on a daily basis, and now trickling on to the students, the graduates, and that next generation of people who are doing these incredibly brave acts of kindness, not only for the healthcare profession, but for the daily citizens and for those that are in vulnerable communities. I think that it's something that we definitely have to salute, pay attention to, and not not only that, but be such a part of it that we are echoing their cry to the rest of Mzansi. But indeed, I am graced with the privilege of announcing the Judge's Choice winner. Before I get to the Judge's Choice winner, congratulations. I can see Nicole is biting her teeth. Derek is gripping his chest. But congratulations to Tebogo and Dr. Steyn with the Reader's Choice Award. I think that the readers definitely did salute the healthcare worker and the professional that is building up to be everything that we expect from someone who gives of themselves in the profession. Thank you. We salute you. But now, time for that very next winner, someone who is exemplified everything that has to do with Adcock Ingram OTC. And it also is such a privilege, not only of Cordova Productions, but for Afternoon Express to amplify this voice and give this voice that much more of a resounding sound in Mzansi. And with that being said, the Judge's Choice winner for Adcock Ingram OTC, the next generation of Brave Season 2, has to go to Vaneshly Samuels. Congratulations, not only goes to Vaneshly. Vaneshly has truly exemplified as a PhD student, someone who is looking for cures, looking for something that is going to aid communities, not only that she is from, but the communities that represent us, not only within the Atlantis board, but throughout. We also have to give a huge shout out to her mentor, Dr. Andani Mulelu, who has been ushering her, showing her the way, holding her hand through it all, because we know no man is an island. Sisebenza ngabantu, ngumuntu ngabantu, and that is essentially what's happening that we're seeing. So congratulations not only to Vaneshly, but also to Dr. Mulelu for all their contributions within the field in TB and beyond.
Well, thank you.
Well, let's get another round of applause. Congratulations, Vaneshly Samuels. Wow, and mentor Dr. Andani Mulelu. How you feel right now? It's a bad question, but wow, waiting all this time for the announcement. How are you feeling?
I think I am feeling very overwhelmed, but I'm also feeling really happy and excited about this.
Wow. Well, we loved watching your story, and I think we felt honored to have a bit of a window into your world and everything that you've achieved. So I guess the question is, you know, you've done so much already in such a short time already in your career and your life. What's next?
After we get through our tool and discovering our rapid diagnostic, I'd like to take this a bit further by going into our communities, our local communities that is here in the Western Cape before we broaden out and take on other parts of our country, because Africa needs that help. And I'm really excited about this discovery because a lot of effort went into it, a lot of patience went into it, but it feels so good to know that all of that is actually moving towards a really big change. And yeah, I'm definitely excited about it.
You come from quite a, can I say, a humble background? Is that PC enough? And you fought your way through. Just tell us about your journey.
I'm from Atlantis. I'm not. Have you ever been to Atlantis?
I have been to Atlantis quite often, funnily enough.
So I'm from Duraflats. I'm not sure if you know Duraflats, but it's quite rough. It's really, really not safe. It's not the best circumstances, but I think it's the way we grow up. That's something we can't really we don't ask for those kind of things. So I think that in a sense, growing up there, it kind of molded me into the woman I am today. And it's something, it's weirdly enough that I'm actually saying this now, but I'm actually grateful for that, because that led me to my journey and where I am now. And I can't wait to see how much more will unfold from all of this.
Well, I guess the question would be, how do you encourage young people who come from disadvantaged backgrounds? How do you tell them not to look at their background, but look at the hope in their future?
Well, I think the reason why I first started going into this is it's definitely because of my circumstances, and also with seeing what's going on in my community. And it was so sad to also see that the people in the community have no hope. They don't have someone to look up to, or someone to bring them that kind of hope to move towards something. And I want to be that person for them. And that is also one of the reasons why I'm pushing this hard, because despite wanting to make a medical change worldwide, I want them to see that it all starts with you, no matter what. It doesn't matter where you come from. Your circumstances doesn't need to define your journey.
Vineshli, during this pandemic, is it fair to say that some very serious diseases and conditions have taken a back seat? And when we look at TB, is it still such a major health challenge in South Africa and the rest of the continent?
Yes, in fact, it is. It's one of the leading causes of death worldwide, and I think the fact that it is one of such these big problems, it needs that attention, because it's escalating our pandemic, and we need to focus on this, because this is one of the things that has been holding South Africa back, if I have to say that myself.
And how far are we getting in the fight against multi-drug resistant TB?
In all honesty, multi-drug resistant TB has been it's been a block. Honestly, it kind of delayed our research at some point, because we needed to find a way to work around it, to also understand what is happening, why it's happening, and what the cause of it is. And we found that actually we need to find a way to get the people to commit to taking their medication. And I mean, it's people are forgetful, you know, the whole drug administration. It's either, oh, I forgot, I can just take it tomorrow. But even with that forgetfulness, it causes such a big problem. And the fact that we actually work towards something that can help, not just with multi-drug resistant, but with extremely drug resistant TB, I think that is a lot of progress already.
Tell us what it was like working with your mentor, Dr. Andani Molelu.
Oh my word! It was actually an amazing day. we had a lot going. We had a lot going on. I think I remember telling the vet that I didn't expect the day to go that way. It was actually really interesting, because apart from knowing that you want to try and broaden your whole medical field, he was also trying to understand you as a person and get to know you as a person. And that, for me, that was really good, because it gave me personal insight on my journey, but also myself as a person.
That's fantastic. I think, would you say that mentors like Dr. Molelu are common, or are they rare?
Rare. Definitely rare. That's why this was such an amazing opportunity, because we don't get that help. We don't get that. I swear to you not. We felt so relieved at the end of our mentorship session that we were all smiles and all happy, and it felt so good to just talk about someone who understands where you are coming from. And that was definitely something different.
And do you understand what he actually does?
Yeah.
Molecular biology and protein engineering. Wow, it's complicated stuff.
You must be really smart, and you must have so much patience to understand all of that details.
Well, congratulations to you, Vineshli. You are one such smart human, and also making a valuable difference in the lives around you and globally with what you're doing. We'd like to spend a couple of moments chatting to your mentor, but from us to you, congratulations.
Well done, Vineshli, and enjoy the evening. You can party a bit, but you know the rules.
No, I won't.
Bye.
Well, Dr. Andani Malelu, congratulations to you, mentor.
Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm quite excited, actually. Yeah. This is like a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, actually. To actually be part of something like this.
You sound like a pretty remarkable human yourself with what you've been able to achieve in the field that you're working in, protein engineering.
Yeah, molecular biology and protein engineering. Can you explain it all to us in the next 3 minutes?
Okay. Okay, so basically we really look into like the actual mechanisms at a molecular level of what's exactly happening in when someone is infected by a disease. Yeah. So we are trying to focus mostly on different demographics. Some medicines are only catered for certain demographics and not others. So we're focusing more on an African side of things. Yeah, where we see the effects of certain medicine in African demographics and how effective they are in our own continent.
As the mentor, the winning finalist, you get to go to the conference of your choice. Where would you like to go? Do they have any conferences on such specialities like this?
There's quite a few conferences out there, and the one that I have my eye on is the Gordon Conference. So this is this is like a conference where there's so many professionals in my field, and I think I'll get a lot of insights. Yeah, just mingling with the different professionals there.
Well, it's great that we're able to help you along the way, thanks to Adcock Ingram OTC and News 24. But just last question from my side, you also get 25,000 towards your favorite or selected NGO. What's that going to be?
Yes, the NGO that I chose is Hope Africa Collective, based here in Cape Town. So they trying to combat poverty by empowering poor people with the tools instead of relying on donations. As we also during this pandemic, that poverty is still a big issue in South Africa. So I feel like an organization like that will really help our country.
What's a nice donation? 25,000.
That's a really significant donation towards such a great cause. I guess the last question I want to ask you is, what would you say to your peers to encourage them to take up this mentoring baton like you have?
I'll tell them, although at first it will look like you're taking more responsibility, at the end of it, you really feel fulfilled. You feel like you kind of given back. You even learn a few things about yourself as you're mentoring someone. Yeah. So I'd really encourage them to really try and as much as they can to be mentors.
Well, from both of us, from the whole team here, and from Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave and News 24, congratulations, Doctor. And we hope you enjoy your conference.
Yes.
Thank you very much, guys.
When you get to it. Hopefully we'll do next year.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers for now.
So just a reminder that both of these awards tonight have equal weighting. So whether they were selected by us, the judges, or by the general public, both hold as much credibility as each other and are as equally recognizable. So congratulations to both very deserving winners here tonight.
The couples, but you can celebrate, but you know the rules, hey?
Yes. Well,
social distancing.
Yes. I think in my parting message, I just hope that these nominees and finalists all have lit a torch to lead others. And this is a contagious wildfire that spreads through South Africa, through anybody training up or aspiring to be in the healthcare arena, that just encourages them to add a little bit extra tenacity, go the extra mile, pour in that extra heart and effort and passion, and find mentors and encourage people to to help and guide them through that process.
And thank you to all of you who've been joining us for the celebration of sponsors of Brave, the next generation, made possible, of course, by Adcock Ingram OTC and News 24. Wherever you go, whatever you do, we hope that you make it as festive as possible for you and for those around you. We all know the rules. I think in South Africa, we've got too many rules, but we don't always stick to them. That's the problem. And so let's keep to the rules, especially when it comes to large gatherings over the festive season. And I just want to say, may 2021 be a year that, along with the help of our healthcare professionals, we can really counter the virus, enjoy more freedom and safety in our lives. So, from Nicole and I, lots of love and blessings from us and all of the teams involved around us, and to all of you. Good night.
Good night.